Ouais.
Đỏ chưa?
Tao hỏi mày trước hay mày hỏi tao trước? Tao quên mẹ mất. Phải luôn.
Tao hỏi mày trước nhá.
Ờ,
Okay, so today we're going to talk about with the advantage, advantages and disadvantages question. First of all, I want to ask you about the advantages. So can you tell me what are the advantages of having a private car?
well, uh, most people have always known that having a private car is one of the most convenient way to travel around with a group of people that exceed the number three twos. So I think that it is fair to say that beside those negative issues with private cars like money and petrol's payment, there are indeed a lot of advantages that a private car could provide to your daily life and routine. Well, first of all, I think it is obviously that a car is well known for its ability to shelter people from harsh weather conditions like rain, thunderstorms, or even sunburn. So it is very convenient vehicles to just drive around and get to your destinations. And beside that, it is also well known for the ability to travel like medium to far distance. It
Mm-hmm.
would be a torture to just go by motorcycles or others type of transportations in about 60 kilometers to or and over it. So it is a very perfect and suitable ways of travel stations for you to go somewhere kind of outside the cities. And nowadays, uh, the price of private cars is getting lower by times due to uh, the the living conditions of every families is getting higher over time. So it is pretty affordable to purchase a private car. Well, beside the problems that it took places and kind of dealt it leaves a lot of carbon footprint to the environment. I think it is pretty much worthwhile to just have a private car in your inventory because this might come in handy in a lot of situations. Well, that's basically all my opinion about the advantages of having private cars.
Yeah, okay. Next question. What are the advantages of being famous?
Uh, this is a question that is hard for me to answer perfectly because I have never been famous before. But in this modern era, being famous is one of the very good ways to attract attentions. Like a lot of people at my age or lower is trying to get famous in a lot of ways. And of course, people have always known that being famous has a lot of downsides. You'll get attentions everywhere you go. Basically, the privacies got reduced over your fame. So, but beside that, it is true that being famous do provide some benefits to your business life and a lot of other stuff. First of all, being famous is very it felt good in some perspective because it's like just natures of thing when people get attentions they tend to behave better than what they used to do. So the more attentions you get, you will likely to improve your habits and uh, something like the stuff that you do all the day. You will try to improve it better by days if you get famous. Beside that, it is a good way to influence other people and try to get attentions to sell some of your products if you are a businessman. Well, as you can see, that most business and companies nowadays are trying to get marketing and attentions through the influencers by marketing their products and through uh, through influencer in many different corners of social media like Instagram or Facebook. So getting famous can help you either develop a companies and business or just getting paid better by commercials salaries. Well, it is kind of a an abstract topic, so I don't really know what to say more about it. That's all I have to say about being famous, the advantages of it.
Yeah, I get it.
Fuck.
So the last next question. What are the advantages of living in cities?
Oh, okay. So, well, I have been living in the cities for literally my entire lifetime. So, it is true that I cannot see the way that living in cities benefits to others like those who in rural areas which moved here. But I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of upsides than downsides in living, uh, but of living in cities, and most people would notice, especially those who has been living in cities for their entire lifetime. Well, the first of all is the city is the centers of all business stuff that usually flows around here. For example, if there's something news or a trend or a new product that got imported or it is new in Vietnam, it would likely to first appear in cities. So it's the most convenient place to get up-to-date product and informations or services. It is true that basically see you can basically get everything's that necessary for your daily life, like groceries, food, and other other necessary items because it is there's literally 2 to 3 supermarkets just about 1 kilometer in 1 kilometer radius from each other. So those are the first benefits that everyone notice about living in a city is the convenience. And beside that, it is a great that it the, the potentials of uh, jobs and jobs is very great in living in cities. Those most people from rural areas would move here. Therefore, the demanding for jobs is very high, and it is a great place to learn and work as well. Most of the best universities is surrounded in cities. For example, in Hanoi, most of the top university of economics or even physics, geometry is all located in the center of the cities. Therefore, it is a great place for those who seeking knowledge to move here and study. Well, beside all of that, it is still a great place to, just live due to the convenient and the uh, the, the prettiness of road and just the landscape is very good. Most people would like to come here and live, but it is getting overpopulated over time. So that might be one of the problems that it caused, but I think it is very worthwhile to just move up here and live in the cities to seek knowledge, or whether it is looking for jobs, because it is the best opportunities that you can have in the cities than just some other small cities or rural areas. Well, basically, that's all my opinion about the advantages in living in the city. OK，咁就
Okay,
待會咪 disadvantages 係 advantages 呢
advantage.
Okay, so now please tell me your opinion about the advantages in having a private car.
Well, to my point of view, I think that having a private car is like a really wise choice because, um, as we all know, that having a private car means that we don't have to rely on anyone to boost our transportation. We will save our very precious time, especially on a long run. Um, for example, uh, it could save our time. We don't have to wait for like 10 or 15 minutes for a bus or train. And we even save our time when we don't have to wait for other people to get off on their stops. So we just have to head to our place that we want to go at any time, whenever we want. Um, the second advantage that I think we should really think about is that it really helps you to build a better images to your business partner. I recently saw that some people who may haven't make that much money yet, but they still trying to buy a private car because whenever you have like a meeting of signing contracts, when you arrive in your private car, it's really create like a sense to your partner that you are really a businessman or something. Yeah. So that's all of my advantages I can think of for having a private car.
Okay. Well, to the next question. So, what about being famous? What do you think of the advantages of being famous?
I think being famous can give you like a lot of things that and it can change your life even. Um, but I think the most remarkable advantage of being famous is that it can help you to make money easier because when you are famous, you will have like fans or people who admire you. So even when you start a business and then you don't have your specific clients or customers, uh, the people who admired you and followed you, they will buy it for you. I mean, you will always have like a group of people who always ready to buy your products or help you with your business. So I think being famous, first of all, really helps you to make money easier, especially when you start a business. Second of all, I think being famous can brings you opportunities because you are being recognized every day.
Ouch.
So being famous will help you to get more opportunities because basically you are more well known than other people. So what you do and what you have will be more like um, visible to other people. So I think that when you have like a talent or something, you're easier to get people to promote you or help you to get like jobs more than normal people. So it's about opportunities and make money easier. I think that's the advantages of being famous.
Okay. So the final questions. So, what do you think of the advantages of living in the cities?
I think living in a city, it's really a good thing. I am living in a city too, and I really think that living in cities will help you in a lot of ways. And the most reckonable thing about it is that it's easier for you to access to all facilities, l- um, especially especially like when you go like shopping or something. Uh, there are big supermarkets and mall for you to find most of the things you need, and all of the international brands they will focus on set their flagship store or their official store at big cities because they will have most of the clients there. So, I mean, if you want to, I mean, make the convenience to purchase things that you really want, that you don't have to order it like online, living in a city really helps you. And second of all, I think that when you live in a city, you will have like a better response to everything. Um, I mean, this is proved by looking at a child who from like a countryside and the one from a city. I mean, two of the child will have different response to everything, but the city ones will be like quicker because um, in cities people will always chase after something and will always have to be like um, really fast because opportunities are born and taken every day. So we have to be super sensitive and um, quick. So we won't have to be left behind. So I think that living in a city will really um, enhance your response to everything. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thế tớ tưởng là mỗi thai thì nói một đấy thôi.
Mỗi tháng chỉ có một link hay là gì? Tạo không biết là cái attendance của để như nào. Thế em nhá. Thôi sao đéo em mẹ luôn.